Eat my polymer clay.
Plus 3 clever projects, and you've got a craft show that'll have you saying, "That's clever." Hey everyone, I'm Angela Martinez. Welcome to That's Clever. One of the challenges a crafter faces is to take a clever concept and turn it into a work of art. This Vermont artist's polymer clay craft will have one lucky tooth fairy making yourself right at home.
Hi, I'm Bonham, and I'm from Bolton, Vermont. Today I'm making this. It's a tooth fairy house. And here's my workspace. It's in the corner of my living room. I'm going to start my tooth fairy house by conditioning some polymer clay. I'm going to put it into my pasta machine to get it nice and flexible. Now that my clay is all conditioned, I'm going to cut out circles of the clay to start making my cane. The cane is going to be a log of clay. It's going to have the design running all the way through it, and I'm going to take slices off of that to create the tooth fairy house. I'm just going to stack these in a random manner. It's going to go into my big old clay gun. The dance with the polymer clay. I'm going to cut these now into equal portions, and I'm going to recombine them to make my polymer clay cane. I'm going to pull it, stretch it, smush it to make it longer and thinner. Now I'm going to cut it again. More pulling, more smushing. And I'm going to cut it again. More smushing, more pulling. This is the cane that I'm going to use to make my tooth fairy box. I'm going to take slices off of my cane and smush them together. I'm going to run them through the pasta machine. I'm going to cut a straight edge. Now I'm going to wrap it around my circle cutter. This is going to go in the oven for 20 minutes. Now that the box is cool, I can take it off of the cutter and start to make the bottom of the box. I'm going to cut out a couple of circles. I put the smaller circles onto the larger circle, and then I slip my box over the top of that. Now I'm going to take a larger cookie cutter, and I'm going to slice down right around the edge. Barley, what are you doing? No, you can't eat my polymer clay. This is my best buddy, Barley. Are you my baby? Are you my girl? Are you? Are you ready? Yeah? Okay. Get it. Let's try that again. Stay. Oh! One more time. This is it. This is your big chance. Get it. And now I'm going to do the lid. Cut out another big circle, and now I'm going to make it pretty with this little scalloped biscuit cutter. I'm going to cut out 2 smaller circles. Make sure everything is centered. And now I'm ready to bake these 2. I finished the tooth fairy house, and I've sculpted some teeth. Now I have to make the tooth fairy. I start with some wire, cut it, wrap it around my pin tool to create the head, twist, twist, twist for the neck, make the arms, twist, twist, twist. Now she needs some legs. I'm going to twist her some more. And now I have my tooth fairy body. It's time to pick out a tooth that will be her throne. I drill a little hole into the tooth, put in some glue, and stick in one of the little pieces of wire that I left coming out of her back, and then sit her down. It's time to make my tooth fairy's undergarments. There's her undershirt, And this is going to be her petticoat. Now she's ready to go into the oven for 20 minutes. She's out of the oven and it's time to put on her clothes. I'm going to roll this out real thin so that it can drape like fabric. Cut another circle and I'm going to drape it over her petticoat. I'm going to cut out a little square for her jacket. She's a blue belt. Just going to go into the oven again, but this time just for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to make her hair. I'm going to take some craft wire, wrap it around this mandrel. I'm going to take this coil and I'm going to pull it out, flip it into little pieces. Now I'm going to take each little piece, stick it around her head, and twist. I've finished her hair and I've put on a little headband. Now I'm going to put her back into the oven for 20 minutes, and when she comes out, she's going to be hot. Now I'm going to make the Tooth Fairy's wings, and for that I need some Tooth Fairy dust. This is just regular glitter in translucent clay. Using a butterfly cutter, I'm going to cut out some wings. My wings are ready to go into the oven, and when they come out, my Tooth Fairy's going to be ready to fly. I've cradled a smaller tooth in her hands. Now I'm going to attach the wings. I'm going to drill a hole into the back of the wings. Drill a little hole in her back, a little drop of glue, taking a piece of wire, stick the wire through the wings, into the hole in her back, and now she's ready to be glued to the top of the box. The Tooth Fairy has landed, and that's the tooth.
Coming up, Mags is back in her Bolton, Vermont studio. She's combining scraps of polymer clay with colored wire to shape a pin that takes flight only when it's complete.
Any polymer clay artist worth her salt would never throw away her polymer clay scraps. And now I'm going to make a butterfly pin with my polymer clay scraps. Okay, I start with some scraps. Mush it into a little square. Now I'm going to roll it out a little bit. Take a cut. Take another cut. Take my butterfly cookie cutter. And then put it on a tile. And bake it in the oven for 20 minutes. Now that he's out of the oven, I'm going to pick my wire. I'm going to go with purple today, and this is an artistic wire that's copper covered with color. And so I'm going to wrap up the wire around this mandrel to create his body. Then I'm going to take another piece, cut it, bend it in half. Using my needle nose pliers, I'm going to create his antenna by curling them. I'm going to glue him down to the butterfly wings, and then I'm going to turn him over, glue on his pin back, and he's ready to fly away.
Everywhere we turn, we find talented crafters churning out great ideas, and we just showed you 3 clever projects, and you've got a craft show that'll have you say,
Your face
"That's
is
clever."
to
Take a clever concept and turn it into a work of art.
Hi, I'm Mags. Today I'm making this. It's a Tooth Fairy house. I'm going to start my Tooth Fairy house by conditioning. And I'm going to cut out circles of the clay to start making my cake. Running all the way through it, and I'm going to take slices off of that. It's going to go into my big old clay gun. Now I'm going to cut it again. Pushing, more pulling. This This is the cane that I'm going to use to make I'm going to run them through the pasta machine. I put the smaller circles onto the larger circle, and then I slip cutter, and I'm going to slice down right around. No, you can't eat my polymer clay.
Yeah? Okay. Get it. Let's try that again.
Out to smaller circles. Make sure everything is centered. And I've sculpted some teeth. Now, create the head. Twist, twist, twist for the neck. Pick out a tooth that will be her throne. I drill a hole into coming out of her back, and then sit her down. Her undershirt, and this is going to be her petticoat. She's out of the oven, and it's time to put on her clothes. I'm going to roll this out another circle, and I'm going to drape it over her petticoat. I'm going to take this coil piece, stick it around her head, and twist. It's out. She's going to be hot. Translucent clay. They come using out. The butterfly. My tooth fairy is going to be ready to fly. I'm going to drill a hole into the back of the wings. Drill a little hole in her back, into the hole in her back, and that's the tooth.
A Belgian couple who spent 300 grand transforming
Is back in her Bolton, Vermont studio. She's combining scraps of
Any polymer clay artist worth my polymer clay scraps. Now I'm going to roll it out a little bit. Take my butterfly cookie cutter, put it in the oven for 20 minutes. Wire. Now that it's copper covered with color, create his antenna by curling them. And then I'm going to turn him over, glue on his pin back.